Okay, welcome everyone. Today we are going to talk about a very important part of our body, which most of the time we don't even care about, we don't even think about. But in modern age, it's become a trend also. Like how we do ears piercing, we do nose piercing, then people also do eyebrow piercing, people also do now tongue piercing, people also like to do navel piercing. So that's how right now it's famous for. But in the Vedic tradition, in the yogic tradition, this part of the body which is completely ignored, we don't even care about that part. Today we are going to discuss about that, and that part is our nabhi, our umbilical, or yeah, it's called nabhi, umbilical. So that's what we are going to discuss about. And it may appear just a small little hole along with other bodies, and we think that okay, there is no function only of this hole, right? At least the holes of the eyes are there, eye sockets that we can see. Holes of the nose we can see, we are breathing. Holes of the ears we can see, we are hearing, right? Holes of the anus and the genitals we can see they are doing some function. But why is this hole which is there and it's of, I don't see any real function happening there, right? It's so inert. But that's not so. It's having lots of functions and we are ignoring it. Right now, we are going to understand that how we, just by giving importance, this is what even Patanjali explains in his Yoga Sutra. Just if you understand your Nabi, you will understand the complete self. What does it mean? How is it possible that just by understanding a small little hole in my body where nothing is happening? So that's what we think, it's nothing happening, but immense things are happening. So that's what we will explore today. And once you know this, you will be really amazed. Wow, a small little hole in our body and it is doing amazing things. So what are those amazing things? We will understand. And now you may be knowing from our historic records that when the battle happened between Sri Ram and Ravan, he tried so many arrows on Ravan, right? He tried to kill one head, another head popped up, another head, another thing came out. So many ways he tried to kill Ravan, right? But at Vibhishan, he said that his life energies are not in his head, but in his navel, Navi. That's where you need to put the arrow. And then Ram did the arrow, and then just he hit his Navi, and then he died, right? So that is how potent our Nabhi is, our navel is, our umbilical is. That's where all our life energies are. As we are discussing about, as we keep discussing about the Panchakoshas in all our classes, we have Annamaya Kosha, that is this physical body which you can see, hear, and touch. We have a pranic body where the 72,000 nadis are flowing around. We have our mental body where our mind is. That's where all the functioning is happening. The software is the mental body. We have the intellectual body where intelligence is. We have our Anandamaya Kosha. So that's where we are looking for Ananda. So all these 5 sheets, 5 layers of our existence, how are they connected to each one? Which is the main source of connection? That is nothing but our navel. Also, anatomically speaking, as you know, that the first connection which we have to this creation, to this world, how is that? How are we connected to the mother? When we are in the womb is through the cord, the umbilical cord, right? That is a source of energy for us. That's a source of food. So it's a source of everything for the baby inside, right? And when the baby comes out, that's the first thing which is cut and the connection gets disconnected. But the connection now to the universe gets connected when the baby comes out. Till now, the baby's connection to the universe, to the universal prana was through the mother, through the umbilical cord. So when this is cut down, when the baby comes out, the connection to the universe happens again through the umbilical cord, through the subtle arrangements, which we are going to discuss today. Because umbilical cord or the Nabi, which is there, it's also the origin of life. How do we know that? You know, again, from our Vedic scriptures, that when, how did this creation happen? Mahavishnu is lying down and from his nose came a lotus flower, correct? No, from his ears came a lotus flower. No? From where did the lotus flower came out? It came out from his navi, right? So that is how important. That is the source of origin. From Vishnu's navi came the lotus flower. That's where actually we are still existing. That is the navi where all the 7 lokas are there. 7 high planetary systems, 7 lower planetary systems. Everything is there in the stem of the navi of Mahavishnu. And above all that is where Brahmaji is residing. So this is how our connection to the universal Virata Purusha. How does it happen? It happens again through the navi. Okay, and coming to the physical aspects of how the navi is so important, we need to know that the umbilical, the navi region, which is there, that has the thinnest layer of the skin. Okay, and that's actually the place where the nerves endings touch. That means when you can access the navi and you can massage it and use different therapies for taking care of your navi, then you can be connecting to all the nerves which is there from your head to toe. You can touch each and every aspect of your body just through your navi. How we, in the last class, how Mataji taught to us that we have the whole physical body in our hands and in our feet also, right? There's certain, this is our head region, this is our back region, this is the lungs, this is how all of them are connected. We have the switches here. In the same way, what we are talking today is the junction box of all the switches, which is there right in the navi. If you want to access any portion of your body or through the nervous system, you can connect it through the navi. Even now, the doctors, if they want to penetrate into your solar plexus region, they want to do the operation. When they do the keyhole operations, they also go through the navi inside our stomach, right? That's how important navi is on a physical basis. Also on a physical basis, that's also the place where serotonin, one of the happy hormones, are released. And that's also the most important thing for us. If you want to feel joyful and happy, you need certain hormones. That's how the physical body is designed. So it again depends upon the state of mind. Again, when you have your state of mind, you're happy, the messages goes to the hormones, and hormone releases something called as serotonin. And in turn, serotonin will release from our brain the dopamine. So both the gift hormones and also the happiness hormones, the source of it is right in the navi. And also we should understand that the navi or the navel is right in the center of our existence, of our physical body, pranic body, manomaic body. In all the layers, what is the center? Center is the navi. And also if you understand very simple thing, like say for example, if you want to find a center of gravity of any object, say for example, you want to find a center of gravity of this object. How do? You just try to keep it like this, and you find which is the center point, and then you will be able to balance, right? So I'm balancing this because I found the center of gravity of this place. In the same way, what is the center of our existence is the navi. If you identify that and if you take control of your navi, you will be able to balance. That means you will be able to align yourself with the universal energies. See, right now, if I just leave this stick like this, it will fall down. But if I balance it where, not here, but if I balance it at the center of gravity of this place, I'll be able to balance it. That means this is now aligned with its surrounding. It is aligned with the universal energies. In the same way, navi plays that vital role for us to balance. This is also called in Japanese as hara. So that's where all the energies are accumulated. You know, in Japanese tradition, the samurais and the traditional Japanese, they were very much important. For them was pride. If their pride is shattered, there's no point living. So now, how do they commit this suicide act? They just used to take a knife, and they just used to cut the hara region, the nabi region. There's a point there. If you just cut it, it will give you a very painless death. You just have to pierce there, nowhere else. So that is how they used to commit suicide, because they knew the anatomically and energetically how nabi is so important. So nabi is the source of our creation. The nabi is the source of our connection to the divinity. Nabi is the source for our well-being also. Physically, again, anatomically, Nabi is in the center portion, where above the Nabi is the Amashaya portion, below is Pakvashaya portion. That means above the navel, all the organs which is there, and undigested food is above, right? And below the navel is where all the digestion happens, where the assimilation from the large intestine, small intestines happens. So Nabi is a portion which governs all the whole digestive process. This region is taken control by Nabi. When we say Nabi, again, it is not just the navel hole. It also includes the area around the navel, which includes the solar plexus area. Okay. This is important for us to understand. And also Nabi is the source, or it's the cause for Pitta dosha. To take care, if you want to balance the Pitta dosha, you need to definitely take care of the Nabi. And most important thingly, when you energize and to take care of the Nabi, the first dosha which is cleared off, which is taken care to the best, is the Vata dosha. Once the Vata is taken care, automatically Pitta and Kapha gets balanced. So just by taking care of the Nabi, all the three doshas are at ease. There won't be any troubles which we'll be having. We can lead a very peaceful and healthy life just by taking care of the navel. Just a small little thing which we think that no functions. You can see now how many functions are there, how important it is. That's about in relation to the Annamaya Kosha. This is how it's taken care of. It takes care of our digestion. It takes care of our assimilation of the food. It takes care of taking care of the three doshas of the physical body, right? And it is in this right in the center of our existence. That's where it is. I just moved it. Okay. So now coming to the Pranamaya Kosha. So, and also as I told you, that's a place where all the nerves pass through the Nabi. So once you want to access any nerve, you have headache, well, most of the time, okay, we can use the tip of your thing here. Yes, we can, that will help you out. Or you can do many other things to take care of your headache. You can press here, but simple thing, there's just one main junction point of all the things, just your navel. Do certain things to your navel, your headache will get released. Do certain things to your navel, your fever will get released. Do certain things to your navel, any of the issues whichever we have physiologically and psychologically also can be taken care just by one small little hole in our body, because that's where the junction box is. Junction box for everything is right there. Physically, as I told you, all the nerves, and pranically, all the 72,000 nadis which are flowing through all of us, the junction box of that is the navel. Okay, and the switches for different five koshas which we talked, the five bhutas what we talked about is Manipura takes care of the earth, Swadhisthana takes care of water, Manipur takes care of fire, Anahata takes care of air, Vishuddhi takes care of ether, right? That's how these five elements are taken care of. But the Nabhi is the soul, it's like the junction box where all the 72,000 nadis come in touch with each other. So it is very important for us to make the best use of this knowledge and be conscious again, to live consciously that this physical body has an ability to work on itself, to heal itself, to manifest what we are supposed to manifest in this material creation, just by understanding a very simple aspects of our physical body altogether. That's how pranically this works. And very important when we talk about pranically, all our connections which we have to other people, like the cords, what we talk about in pranic healing, where we speak about we are connected with certain cords, with certain ropes to this person, to this issue, to this situation, and we are attached to so many people like that, right? Emotionally we are attached. Where are those? How is that we are connected? All of us. We are. Where is that? What is it that tying emotionally? That is through, again, through the navel. And when we do something called a kriya, where we do of activity of cutting the cords, so that cords, when you sit down, go into your subconscious mind and you identify where is the cord which is connected through where is your cord connected to this person. It's again through your navel. So navel is a very important energetic place where the cords are, all the cords in relation to your own prarabdhas, in relation to your own shapas, and shapas carried forward from lifetime after lifetime. Where is that connection is there? Again, in your Navi. And if you're connected to some person and you are not able to let that person go, I'm attached to this person so much. Again, the cord is right in a Navi. So if you can go right into your subconscious mind, into your pranic body, and you can cut that cord, automatically the person gets away from our system. That's how pranically we are so much, the navel, the nabi plays a very, very, very vital role. Coming again to the Manomaya Kosha aspect of it. Manomaya Kosha is the mind. So most of the time, okay, so where were we? We were in our Manomaya Kosha, right? So in the Manomaya Kosha, most of the time we talk about, I have, when you say, and something is there in your mind and you are unable to, you know that's the right thing, that's the truth, right? Where do you feel that feeling? Where do you get that feeling? You don't say, I have a mind feeling. You don't say that I have a ear feeling, right? You don't say that I have heart feeling. What do we say? I have a gut feeling, right? What's the meaning of that? That means that's where our mind is. Even if you understand from, again, a pranic point of view, and through the way, again, through the scriptures, we understand that our physical, we may have a brain which is functioning as a CPU for this machine, but the software, where is the software located to take care of everything? That the software is right in our gut region. The gut region is again in our Nabhi region. So that's where our mind is. Okay, so that's how important Nabi is. So we need to definitely take care of the Nabi, to take care of our physical body well-being, to take care of our pranic body's well-being, to take care of the mind, and to do certain things with the mind also. If you just take care of the Nabi, we can definitely take care of different aspects of this. Psychological reasons, psychological effects can also be taken care of just by taking care of the Nabi. Okay, and also Nabi is a center point for three most vital marma points. The body, in a physical body, we have something called as marma points, which I will be having a completely new class for all of you to learn the marma points, where we have 107 marma points. Out of this, the marma points, 3 marma points are near our Nabhi region, which play a vital role. Marma points are those points where the physical endings of the nerves come into with each other, where they intersect also with the nadis, the nerves, the muscles, muscle endings, all of them conjoined at certain place. Those very vital place. That's why it's called marma. If you hit it wrongly, you will die. So you know the pastimes of even how Krishna left his body, right? How just by hitting in the Tala Hridaya marma in his leg. And they're like this, traditionally, the archery system was taught in such a way that you know which is their marma point. You don't have to hit here, here, here. At that particular point, if you hit, the person dies. But the opposite also happens. You can rejuvenate that person just by affecting certain energy to that marma points. Okay, so that's how the 3 main important marmas are present in our Nabhi region, which is very important for us to take care of. So Nabhi plays a very vital role physiologically, psychologically, and pranically also. In all the ways, the Nabhi plays a very vital role. Okay, so how do we take care of a Nabhi? So we learned about, okay, how it's very important, how it's a source of our serotonin hormone also, how it's a source of our creation, how the first touch to this universe which we had right in the mother's womb was the Nabi again, right? And the Nabi is a source of creation, is a source for our connection to the universe. It's our source for our connection to the cosmos is through our Nabi, and the source of our time attachments which we have to so many things also is through the Nabi. So that's so important Nabi is. So let's understand now, how do we take care of the Nabi? How do we align the Nabi? How do we manage the energies using the technology, using the knowledge from our scriptures? First and foremost thing, the simplest method of taking care of the Nabi is again when we do asanas and pranayams, automatically the Nabi is taken care of. Okay, what are the basic pranayam which we can do is Surya Namaskar. When we do Surya Namaskar, automatically the Nabi is taken care of. Okay, and in pranayams, the best pranayam to energize the Nabi is the bellow breathing, Bhastrika. Okay, where you breathe in, the Nabi comes out, breathe out, Nabi goes in. Bhastrika plays a very vital role. And also Kapalbhati. Kapalbhati is one of the best pranayams for us to unlock all the energies from the universe into ourselves. How does it work again? It works through the Nabi. When we are breathing in, we're just breathing out. This is Kapalbhati, right? So diaphragm rises up and your Nabi goes in. So what's happening here is like all the energies, all the situations or whatever we want to manifest in this universe, everything is in the creation. That's what we say. There's no scarcity in this universe. Everything is there. But only thing is we need to manifest it. So now everything is in a seed form, right? If you manifest and keep big buildings, everything, it will be so huge, right? So everything is in a seed form. So now Kapalbhati is such a pranayam where all this in the seed form which is there, it start unmanifesting when you do Kapalbhati, right? Good health start manifesting when you do Kapalbhati. Any desire you want to manifest, just through Kapalbhati, you can do that. Because the seed form which is there, through Kapalbhati, it pushes and gives that energy to fructify, to sprout it out. So that's how Kapalbhati plays a vital role. And physically, how do we take care of the Nabi? Very simple thing, wash it nicely with clean water. So always keep it free from all the, see, most of the time when you wear all the fibrous clothes and synthetic clothes when we wear, or you see every day, so many things comes out of the Nabi, right? You can see if you put your finger into your Nabi and remove, there'll be so many cloth pieces coming out, so many things coming out of the Nabi. So we should keep it clean in that way. It's very important. And definitely there are certain bacteria which grow into the Nabi, which are healthy bacteria, which is very useful for one's digestion, for many other aspects of life. So this is one thing. And now, how do we use the knowledge what we got now, and how do we energize the Nabi? See, when we talk about energizing the Nabi, it's nothing but which we need to actually care for the engine. Like for example, when we talk about all the energy centers are accumulated there, when 72,000 nadis are in one place, that means it's a place where it is very hot, right? It's a place where things are happening, right? Or when we say that, okay, fine, this is the center point of your existence, that means something very, if it's again center of gravity, it's having a heavy load on that, right? So which is the place in your car, when you have a car, which is the place where do you put the oil in and to keep it always lubricated? That's the engine, right?
Engine.
Yes, you have seen the engine, how the engine, it keeps going, and where it's not empty. The whole engine is covered in oil, right? Only then, without any friction, the movements happen. So right now, this is nothing but our Nabi is like an engine. It's like the second brain for us. It's like a place or junction point of all the energy is there. So we need to keep it nicely lubricated. That's very important for us. Traditionally, all of us know this science, but we have forgotten it or we do not care about it now. Anything happens, the mother used to put castor oil in your Nabi, right? And massage your stomach. Stomach ache, when the child is crying, oh, what they used to do, put some oil into the Nabi and massage it, right? And the child will be fine. And that's how. It was a traditional knowledge which is now lost. Now we are not at all bothered about it. We don't care about it until we pierce it and we put a belly button there. Otherwise, we don't care about the Nabi. So we need to start becoming conscious of our main junction point, and we need to use it so consciously so that we can grow and evolve in our life. We can be free from all anxieties and be healthy and happy. Both healthy and happy can happen just by one simple dot, simple hole in our stomach. Okay, how do we manifest that? I will explain to you now. See, again, as what I'm explaining to you is to oil the Nabi. Because it's an engine, you need to keep it lubricated. And the oils which we talk about has to be a very pure nature. That's only one precaution you have to take. Otherwise, there is no side effects of any of this therapy. Only one precaution you need to take away, the intelligence you should have is whichever oil you're using is of the purest content. Because most of the things which you get, if it's a refined, it's not good. It's mixed with so many other chemicals. And it is processed one, do not take. The oils which I'm going to mention to you now, it has a very important role it plays, because just when you put into your Nabi, it can reach, as I told you, from the tip of your head to your tip of your toe. That's how fast it flows. Okay, and how do we also most of the time, as we have to give injection, where does the doctor give the injection to? Not anywhere you want in the body, right? There are certain places where they give injection. Either they give it here, give it in the bum, because they know that's if you give it here, it'll go faster into the nervous system, and there's whole science behind it. In the same way, Nabi is like a connection for you from head to toe. So all the oils which I'm going to recommend now, see to that only one precaution is of the best quality, because you need to use the best thing for your own well-being. Do not compromise. Okay, this is also okay, that's also okay, not like that. Use the best one. And the first one which is recommended here is, say, for example, which is the most functioning organ of our whole body, which is like the chemical factory of our body, is the liver, right? The liver needs to be kept very nicely energetic, because that's where all the major function is happening in our body, liver. So now, when we use olive oil, put in the Nabi and use your earth finger. This will be the ring finger is your earth finger. Use that and rotate it around your Nabi. Put 3 drops of, before you go to sleep, put olive oil in your navel, and with your ring finger, just massage it for 3 minutes, your Nabi. Put your finger inside, outside, and nicely rotate clockwise, and do that. What happens is, it will go, the first and foremost thing, any oil which goes, first goes to the liver, and the liver gets purified. It gets cleansed, it gets energized when we do that. Once the liver is healthy, the whole body is automatically healthy. So that's how it works. So liver is the chemical factory of a body, and it has to be kept healthy. Okay, first thing is that. And also same olive oil, if we have a high BP, we can reduce it also just by using olive oil. Before you go to sleep, just use it on your Nabi, massage it, automatically your BP will come under control. And as I told you, traditionally when we were small, any issues when we're having stomach issues, acidity issues, gas issues, what were our parents used to give us once in a week, once in 15 days, castor oil to drink, so that you will do nicely your kaka and you'll be nice, right? So now the simplest way for us to use the same effects of castor oil in our body is just use castor oil into your Nabi and massage it nicely every night before you go to sleep. If you have any sorts of stomach issues, any sorts of gas, acidity, it will be taken care of. And very important thing, if you have joint pains, if you have like knee pain, leg pain, hand pain, any joint pains which is there, always use a lukewarm oil of castor oil. So put it in the Nabi, massage it nicely for 3 minutes, circular motion, clockwise. So then you can see that over a period of time. And all of these are sattvic therapies, what we're dealing about. We're not giving you one injection and boom, you're okay. No, all this requires consistency. All this requires a long period of time and consistency, so that your body will start adjusting to it, and you can see the effects very nicely. And these are permanent effects. It's not going to just, okay, come and go like medicine, allopathic medicine. It will give you immediate relief. They'll do, that's all. But we are going deep inside, figuring it out where it is, and we are cleansing it from there. Okay. Coming next to when we have constipation, the best oil again is olive oil. Use olive oil in your Nabi, massage it nicely. Or if you have severe constipation, any issues which are severe in nature, just use lukewarm aspect of the same oil which I'm mentioning. Okay, use lukewarm olive oil, massage it every night. Okay. Coming next to, say we have fever. So temperature is high. How do we reduce the temperature? So one of the simplest way, what we can do is we can take sesame oil, okay, and put little salt in that, and crush garlic and put it in that, lukewarm it and put it in the Nabi, massage it nicely. If the temperature is 103, 102, it will come down very fast. At least 3-4 degree temperature decrease will happen drastically. Okay, again, when fever happens, don't get panicked and start giving antibiotics to your children and yourself also. Try your best to fight out fevers. Never fever comes and take a pill. Never do that, because fever is a normal thing for the body. Why does the body increase the temperature? To kill the bacteria, to kill the things which is already there. It's a natural bodily function. If it's too much, then we can reduce the temperature, but do not take something else very strong to suppress it, because the disease which is the fever is trying to kill will also get suppressed, and it will go and get stuck in different parts of our body. And that's where eventually people suffer from cancers, people suffer from so many chronic diseases, because we start suppressing all those diseases. Especially when you have fever, never suppress it with tablets. To make it very, very clear. It's fine. The body, let it heat it up and let it kill the things which is what it's fighting. We need to help the body to fight, not to fight against our own body. Okay, we should not be our own enemies. And if you're
Prabhu, one example for fever. How oily vessels and all, we put hot water to clean it.
Right.
When there is a vessels and all, or milky vessels and all, or creamy vessels and all, we put hot water. Same thing in our body. If any diseases are there, like any bacteria are there, our body only has that type of thing, that it will make our body temperature a little bit hot. So that to take out all those things.
All the toxins, to remove those things.
All the toxins. If it becomes hot, then that jiddu we tell, no, that oily things and all will go out. So that fever is sometimes very thing. If it is over fever, then you can go to doctor or something.
It's because of the virus or any other thing. That is, again, the body is to increase the temperature to fight it back. But the point
even
here,
our tongue, even our mouth will become little bit bitter type of taste. That means that we don't want to have any food. Our body tells you, please don't eat anything.
I'm in a battle right now. I'm fighting.
We are fighting inside. So we are fighting inside. So that energy to fight the bacteria, please don't eat any food. If you eat any food, again the blood has to go, and for digestion it has to work there. So that only automatically
get diverted. The soldiers will get
diverted. So automatically our tongue and our thing and all become bitter, and we become tired, so that we can sleep, so that our body will work for itself.
True.
Certain amount of temperature is necessary when we are not well.
So any fevers which comes, at least for 1 or 2 days, just let the body fight it. If it's extending more and the temperature is increasing, it's causing for some other reason, then we can get medical attention. Otherwise, let the body fight. Okay. So now we are not getting sleep in the night. We are having so many sleepless nights. So the simplest way again to keep the body calm and make it sleep is again olive oil. If you can use again lukewarm olive oil, if it's a chronic thing, not getting sleep on a regular basis, lukewarm it and use it. So it's going to have very nice effects. Okay. And most of the time, if you are feeling very lazy, very lethargic, so this, you can do the same oil, that is mustard oil, use it in the morning after bath, put it in your navel and massage it nicely in the morning. Then you can see that automatically you'll feel energetic in the morning. See, what is happening here is we are just functioning on only one aspect, that just the Nabi. And as we know, the connection is there from head to toe. It can reach anywhere and take care of both psychological and physiological aspects of life can be taken care of. And now, say I'm having a toothache. What's a normal remedy at home? We take, your grandmother will tell you, your mother will tell you, take a clove, keep it in your mouth, right? Clove is very nice for us to reduce the tooth pain. That's the best way. Now, when we know that, okay, the connection to the tooth is also there in our Nabi, just put clove oil in your Nabi and massage it nicely. Then you can see that automatically your tooth pain also reduces drastically. When we are affected again with any sorts of viruses or any sorts of infections, when they attack us, okay, the body, as we know that it has innate function to fight itself. So now what do we do again to a Nabi when we have any sorts of flu, cough, situations like that? It's ideal thing to use mustard oil. In the mustard oil, put a piece of garlic in that, crush it, put it in that, bring it to a boil, and again lukewarm it, reduce it the temperature as it becomes lukewarm. And in that lukewarm oil, use it in your Nabi. At that, when you do like this, all sorts of viruses and infections will go away. Okay. And also when people are having snoring, like this, the snore, right? This also reduces when you use the same thing. What is that? Garlic mixed with mustard oil. Okay, that's a very nice way to do that. Also, we can use when we have cold, lots of cold. The best thing is use little alcohol in a cotton and keep it in your Nabi. So it will automatically reduce your cold. Okay. And now, if we have these black spots on our body, different spots here, we have some spots or any things in our body. So the simplest method for us to clear out all those blemishes from the body is lemon oil. Use lemon oil, put it in your nabi, massage it on a regular basis. You can see that for sure in a span of 2 to 3 weeks, all your blemishes will go away. Okay, lemon oil. But all of this oil, see to that you take the best quality ones. And now, any issues with your eyes are becoming red, you're having eyesight issues, anything with your eye, the best oil to use for your eyes is coconut oil. So use coconut oil in your nabi, automatically your eyes will start functioning very nicely. And now people, most of the time people say that, oh, I have got cracked heels, my legs are cracking, right? It was never like this, my legs, it's cracking now. That means with the simplest method for us to take care of our legs not to get cracked is pumpkin oil. Just use pumpkin oil. And if you want, put it for your feet also. And most importantly, put it in your nabi. And again, if it's chronic, you make it lukewarm, pumpkin oil, and then massage it nicely. And especially highly recommended for everybody who is having small children at home is to use olive oil for the children every day before they go to bed. See to that you have a dropper like this. Okay, take 3 drops, put it in the nabi, 3 drops, massage for them every day. When you have children, that's the best thing to do. That's going to help them to bring up their good muscle growth, calcium in their body, and the full overall growth is taken care of when you use olive oil, especially for children. Okay. And now children are very infant, are they very small or little more younger, like toddlers, they come up with stomach pains. And first thing what we do, we give them grape water, right? So simplest thing for us to help the child who's having any sorts of stomach issues, stomach digestive issue, children not eating food, for them, simplest thing is you take water, put hing in that. Okay, lukewarm it and apply it put it in the belly, massage it. You can see that immediately they will stop crying. They will be free. They feel the stomach will get ease when you do that. As I told again, for children, very important, regularly, for if they want their children to be healthy, strong, muscular, calcium, very nice, very active, olive oil. Don't forget, before they go to sleep, use olive oil. Okay. And also for constipation, as I told earlier, castor oil is very best. It will release your constipation also. And very important now, when people getting married and who are wanting to have children, the best thing recommended for them, at least for the 2 months before they even prepare to have Garbhadan Sanskar, it's recommended for them to use lukewarm coconut oil, both husband and wife. This is going to help in fertility. Men are going to have very nice sperm count when they use lukewarm, extra virgin coconut oil. And women also, when they use coconut oil and the nabi, their fertility will get drastically improved when we do that. Okay. And again, any sorts of, we have again dandruff, we have hair fall and graying of the hairs. We see gray again, see, because we don't want to recognize that it's becoming white, we say it's becoming gray. That's again a big delusion, as we discussed earlier. So it is becoming white means you should say it's becoming white. Why should we say it's becoming gray? It's not gray, it's becoming white. So that's reality. So now when the white hair becomes white, so unnaturally, most of the time, not because we're growing old, it happens unnaturally. Dhoop mein safed ho gaye, they tell, no? So when it happens like that, again, use coconut oil in your nabi. That's going to help you to overcome those things. Strong hair. If you want your hair to become more strong, then use mustard oil in your nabi. And you want to have a beautiful skin and the glowing skin you want. And you want to be free from pimples and any sorts of skin diseases we have. Okay, you have rashes, you have any sort of skin diseases, including pimples. The best oil is neem oil. Okay, and if it's chronic in nature, use lukewarm, then use it. It's going to help you a lot to overcome all our issues with the skin. And when you want to beautify the skin, make the skin glowing, so now you use neem oil for some times. After some time, everything went away. Now I want to make it glowing. How do I make a face glowing? Almond oil. You can use almond oil in your navi, massage it nicely, so it will be glowing like anything. Okay, and our lips gets cracked in cold or for any other reason, the heat is increased. Again, use mustard oil. Automatically, you'll feel better. Again, when we want to reduce weight, then best one is to use again lukewarm olive oil. It's very good to cut down or excess fat. Headache, like now Pavana is having headache. So best thing for her is to just lukewarm mustard oil, put 3 drops, massage it nicely and let her lie down for some time. You can see that the headache goes away within a span of half an hour. You can see the changes. So that's how magically it works. Okay. So either you can use a dropper, as I told you, use a dropper like this, or if you don't have a dropper, just you soak the cotton into the oil and put it in your navi. So either of the 2 ways we can administer it. Okay. And also in Ayurveda, we have a whole traditional method where we build up a wall around your navi with atta, and then we pour oil, and then we are going to remove. It's called like navel enema. We pour oil and we wait for some time and we suck it out. Pour oil, suck it out. Pour oil, suck it out. There's a whole, the treatment is done in Ayurvedic centers. If you want to do the navel enema, that's also good. Once in a way, if you do, you'll get fully energized. Okay. And now other subtler aspects of our life, as I told you again, once we have so much of fear is there, less confidence is there. So after this, all the previous things, what I told you now is to do it in the night. Before going to bed, see to that you have 4 or 5 bottles like this of different oils, and see what best is required for you in here and now, and use those oils before you go to sleep. Make it, it's like how you get up in the morning, brush your teeth, and then you clean your bowels. In the same way, before going to sleep, see to that you have a bottle right next to you. Use that for cleansing, energizing and lubricating your energy center. That's your navi. Okay. And now, when we are in the morning times now, after taking bath, oh, today I'll not go for work, I'm feeling lethargic, and like that, less confidence, all of these issues when we have, then the best oil to use in the morning, as I told you earlier also, is mustard oil. Okay. In the morning after bath, use mustard oil in your navel, you'll feel energetic. And most of the time we say, okay, I have got drishti, this person is putting evil eye on me, maybe some black magic is there. When we have these sorts of fear and anxieties, best thing is go to a Hanuman temple, bring the sindoor from Hanuman temple, okay, and apply that sindoor every day morning after bath. That will, this will do is it will make a complete aura around you stronger. It will create a whole Raksha Bandhana around you when you put Hanuman. Also, you are afraid your children are going out. They're completely new atmosphere. They're going, keep them protected. Before they go, just apply Hanuman, very important, from Hanuman temple, Sindoor, which is applied on Hanuman. You use that, they will be protected always. And we have issue again with money related issue, that money flow, we have a blockage of money flow. So the best oil for that is rose oil. We can use in the morning after bath, use rose oil on the nabi, or even more potent way is to use camphor oil. Any sorts of blockages in Lakshmi, camphor oil plays wonder. You can take bath in camphor oil. That means take a glass of water, put 3 drops of camphor oil in that, pour it on yourself, and come back, and then again use camphor oil on your navi. Then you can see that the blockage of money will start slowly moving away. And most of the people don't have like a proper social atmosphere. People are having quarrels at home, issues at home, and no self-respect. So issues like this, the best oil for us to use is the sandalwood oil. Put sandalwood oil on your navi every day after bath in the morning. Or if you don't have sandalwood oil, make sandalwood paste, like with a stone, make a paste, take a little bit, apply it on your navi. And now a magical one I'm going to tell you. If you want to attract any one person into your life, this person, I want to attract him, then there's a magical thing. You want to hear? Okay. That magical oil is... Okay, let's skip this. No need of this magical one. Okay. See, the magical oil is Mogra oil. Mogra flower, mogra oil. You can use this oil after bath again, put it in your nabi and tap on your nabi, remembering that person. Okay, I want this person to get in touch with me, because what we're doing is we are creating a cord here. We are not cutting the cords, but we are creating a new connection to that person. Mogra oil is very strong in doing that. It will attract that person into your life. Or you already have a person in your life and you want to make the connection stronger with that person. So both of you use mogra oil. Then the connection becomes so strong that whatever happens, you'll not be away from each other, like that. Okay, these are the simple ones for us to understand how to take care of the oil, the nabi, how to energize the nabi using different oils. Okay, now I'm also going to teach you how to do a Nabi massage. How do we do that? That's very important for us to learn this. And any sorts of stomach issues which we have, anything to do with your solar plexus, let it be your diabetes, let it be your kidney issues, and let it be your liver issues, digestion issues, acidity issues, any issues which you have, just by doing this massage on a daily basis, it's going to help you. Okay, if you can do this even after putting the oil, or if you're not having oil and you're having this issue, you're in office and you're having acidity issue, just do this activity. This is going to help you to overcome very nicely. How do we do that? Just cup your hands. Okay, and now where do we do the tapping? As I taught you tapping earlier, right? So this also tapping we have to do. For how do I identify that? Your nabi is here. When your nabi is here, hold your finger next to the nabi. So 1, 2, 3, 4. One finger from up, one finger from down, one finger right, one finger left. You identify yourself now. One finger up, down, one finger side. Just give one finger gap. That's all. That's where the 4 places we are going to tap. Understood? Just one finger. This is your nabi, means one finger here like this, and tap it. Tap, tap, tap. And I'll tell you how to do that. No, don't tap in your hands. Tap it in your nabi, in your navel. Right next to the navel, hold your hands like this and bring it like this and tap. When you're tapping, just chant Om. Om. 3 times on sidewise. Okay. Now, make your hands like this, up and down on your nabi. One finger. So your nabi is here, one finger gap, and then you're going to tap like this. Like that. Understood? So you have to do this at least 21 times. Any sorts of issues, especially who are having diabetes, it's very good if they can do it on a regular basis. Anybody having any issues with their liver, very good. Any sorts of digestive issues is very good. Constipation, very good. Anything to do with your stomach, that means with your apvashaya, pakwashaya, anything to do with both of the things, just do this tapping every day. You can, because what we're doing now, as I told you, there are 3 important marma points there. That's where the marma points are. You're going to do the tapping on that. That means you're activating that marma point so that you will get healed. Yes, Prabhu, you have a question?
Just wanted to ask, can it be done at any time?
Yes, this can be done anytime. Before you go to sleep, if you can make it a routine, you oil your nabi with oil, do the massage. After that, do this tapping. It's very good. Or in the morning times, whenever you want, no problem. But wherever you have this issue immediately, you have acidity, instead of taking antacid or anything, just sit down and do this. You can see a lots of changes immediately. Okay. So that is how we do the nabi massage. And now, as I told you, did you also get the pillows? I told that there will be one meditation. See, this meditation is something very unique. And remember, I asked in my last class that who are the people who are already doing for completed 25 days of Siddha walk. I'm going to teach them something very special. So today I'm teaching everybody this, but I don't know how many of you are going to be serious about it. If you tell me now that you're ready to dedicate a certain amount of time of your life, not to me, not to anybody else, but to your own self, I'm going to teach you this. And how much is that time I need from you? I don't need from you, sorry, which you need from yourself is the amount of minutes corresponding to your years. If you're 25 years of age, 25 minutes is what is required to give to yourself. If you're 50 years of age, 50 minutes is what you need to give to yourself. Not to me, not to anybody. If you're ready, I'm going to tell you this, or we can skip this very important and most magical exercise. If you're sure that, yes, I want to be healthy, I want to now, okay, let me tell you some benefits of that. Then only everybody needs a carrot. If you don't give a carrot, they will say, array, what is this so difficult thing? Okay. For anything for us to manifest in this universe, okay, you don't have to run behind it. But we think the other way around in the world, right? If only when I work hard, when you run behind that, I'm going to achieve it. No. Just like a simple example, which all the sages give, is of a butterfly. If you want to catch a butterfly, go to the garden and want to catch a butterfly, you can never catch it. It's very smart and it's much faster than us, right? But you just sit down in one place, do not do anything, just sit down. Automatically, there are so many butterflies coming and sitting next to you, on you also, right? So that is how we also work in this universe. If you want to manifest anything and everything in this world, we don't have to run behind it. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to contemplate about it. You just have to withdraw from everything and sit down in silence. That's the reason why silence is very, very important. And now what we are doing here is the roadway, the gateway to the universe. I have already told you that's nothing but our Nabi, and which we have ignored all our life. We didn't even care about our Nabi. We just thought it is just a hole in our body which has no use, right? How many of us thought it had no use till today? Yes. See, but now, as I'm telling you, this is the gateway to the universe. This is the gateway to the cosmos. This is the gateway from us to the Mahavishnu who is lying down there. So this can get us the connection. This is the bridge which is there. When we talk about bridge between Annamaya Kosha to Pranamaya Kosha is again through the Nabi. Bridge between Pranamaya Kosha and Manomaya Kosha is the Nabi. The bridge between us and the cosmos, the whole creation, is the Nabi. So now we need to, if we don't have to think, most of the time we think about it or we feel about it. Right now, what I'm telling you is don't think about it, don't feel about it. Okay, just bring your awareness from your head down to your heart and down to your Nabhi. That's how the secret is. The secret is in the Nabhi. You got it? Where is like a deer keeps running a whole its life, right? This example is very, very important for us to understand. A deer spends all its life in running. It keeps running all its life. What? Because it's getting a beautiful smell. I want to know where the smell is coming from. It's running everywhere. And in the night, it gets tired, sit down. Next day morning, nice smell, I have to run, right? The same thing is happening for us also. We sleep in the night, get up, I want to do this, I want to get this, I want to do this. We keep running, again we sleep, again we get up, right? We think that something is there outside which I have to get it. But no, nothing is there outside, everything is inside. And where is that inside? Where is it for the deer, where the beautiful smell is coming? Right?
The navel.
Yes.
Navel.
That's
it
what
doesn't know it coming. It doesn't know that it is coming from itself only. Certainly, it is search of.
Right. That's the same problem with us also. We think that all the solutions are outside, all the problems are outside, all the things which I want in my life are outside, and we run behind outside, right? So what we are teaching you here is, don't think about it with your brains. Don't put your brains into it. Don't put your heart into it. Just come to your navel. That's a gateway for you for the universe, because that's where the musk is. Understand? It's very deep, 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 deep. I don't know if your ganti baj gayi about this, your life will change drastically. Okay, that's the reason why I told that if you're really, 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 really serious about your life and that you want to evolve in your life, then only we can talk about this. Because now it's not that easy just to enter into the gateway. I'm getting you opening the portal for you to go into the universe and to access anything and everything. And this is a very simple thing, and it has been like a universal practice, but nobody knows why they're doing it. The sciences behind is what I'm teaching you today. Okay, so now out of few people who are here, at least who is going to lift their hand and tell me that, okay, if I am 25, I will give 25 minutes to myself. If I'm 30, I'll give 30 minutes to myself. If I'm 40, I'll give 40 minutes to myself. So who is that strong person here? And you should, I'll be behind you once you raise your hand, and if you commit, then I'm not going to leave you. Like how I'm very strict about your Siddha walk, because you committed. Before teaching you Siddha walk, I told you very clearly, are you ready? Will you commit yourself? So if you can reconsider, who is going to lift your hand? Okay. We have Vaibhav Prabhu, we have Mataji, Sharmila Mataji. Okay. Only two of you. Okay, very good, no problem. See, this is how this exercise is done. This is actually a whole meditation in itself. Okay, oh, very nice. Sandeepa Mataji is also very strong. She's also going to do that. So how do we do that? This is nothing but a sort of meditation which we do. Okay, and this meditation is done in Mandu Kaasa. And if you see now, one of the world's second largest religion, Islam, right? They 5 times a day, they pray to the Lord, right? 5 times a day, they bend down to the Lord, right? So that when they bend down, that is what is called as Mandu Kaasa. So now you see the baby behind me here, behind me in my background, a baby is there, and that baby is in the womb, right? What position that is in? That position is also called as Mandu Kaasa. That's a position where we were earlier, right? So that's a position which this meditation is done in. Okay. So for that, I want you to sit down in Vajrasana. Keep a pillow in front of you. Most of us who is having a big belly, we require a pillow. Those who don't have a belly don't require a pillow. Okay, but it's good for everybody. You have a belly, don't have a belly, it's not stopping you from you to access to your own inner resources, to access you to your own to the creation. Okay, so now please sit in Vajrasana. You know Vajrasana? Okay, I will also show you how do we do that. Hope you can see me. This is Vajrasana. Sit down in Vajrasana. And then 2 hands. I want you to bring these hands near your right hand and left hand. Keep them on top of your navel, on your nabi. Okay. Once you keep it on the nabi, I want you to close your eyes. Bring your awareness to your breath. I want you to breathe as normally as possible. Do not hold your breath. Do not breathe fast. Just very simple and slow breathing. And try to reduce the speed of your breath as slow as possible. And as you do this, I want you to just bend down, 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 down. Mandu Kaasa. Okay, you got it? That's the simplest method to teach you. Okay. So what's happening here is, first and foremost thing, we are working on our breath, where you are not breathing very fast, but you're bringing your breath slow, 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 slow. Point number one. Point number two, you're bringing your awareness from, when you're reducing your breath and bringing your awareness from your head, coming it down to your heart, bringing it more down to your nabi. The whole awareness of yours will be on the nabi. Like how you can see that your stomach is breathing in, stomach is rising up, the belly is rising up, breathing out, belly is going in, breathing in, stomach is going out, breathing out, breathing is going in. So your awareness is just on your breath, not on your nose, but on your belly. That's why you're keeping your hand there. Just breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And then slowly and gently, you're going to bend down, down, down. And if you're able to touch your head to the floor, it's good. If you you're not able to do that, if you're able to touch your head, keep a pillow in front and put your head on your pillow and remain in that position, and nothing else which you have to do other than bringing your awareness to your breath. Just bring your focus on your nabi. Then you can see miraculously, I cannot even explain to you how your life will take turns, how things will start evolving in your life, because you are accessing to the entrance, to the portal of the universe. It's one of the best way of meditation, because here your mind's chatter. If you're sitting down in Dhyana Mudra, sitting down and meditating your Dhyan, when you do that, it will be still thinking about so many things. This happened, that I should do this, I should do like that, right? So once you come down to this portion, because this is your normal position, this is how the baby you become, like the baby in the womb. And now you will be completely connected yourself to the universe. The portal opens, and then your connection to the universe, zoom, opens up, and you will be fully amazed. You can have very deep psychedelic experiences also. So it's very, very deep thing. So only thing is, again, it's not just going to happen until and unless we are consistent in what we are doing. Just give the time. How much time? Again, it varies to each one of us. If you are 25 years of age, 25 minutes. If you're 30 years of age, 30 minutes. If you are 50 years of age, 50 minutes. If you are 65, 65 minutes. Okay. When you do this, then you can manifest. Yes, Vaibhav Prabhu.
Prabhu, we need to bend for half an hour, let's say.
If you're 30 years, then 30 minutes, that's it. Be in this position where your awareness is just on your belly button, where you're just seeing the belly is rising up and going in and out, nothing else. Then that's how your mind will see, the whole mind will get, it's so distracted and fragmented in so many ways. When you do this, everything will get aligned. Your physical body, Annamaya Kosha, will get aligned with your Manomaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha with your Manomaya Kosha. All the 5 layers gets aligned. Alignment happens when you are in this position.
But the feet get so stretched that probably I won't be able to bend for that long.
That's the reason I'm telling you to make yourself comfortable. If you want to use a cushion, use a cushion. No need to have a hard mat or something like that. On your bed also, you can lie down, sit down, use a pillow in front where that's also will be soft. See, make yourself as comfortable as possible, but see to that you are in that position. That's important. See to that you are still for that much period of time. It's possible. It's a doable thing. You can do that. Everyone can do that. There's no, I'm having a stomach, I cannot bend down. No, just use a pillow. You can do that.
What is psychedelic experience?
Psychedelic experiences. You can see that how you're floating into the universe. You'll see so many things beyond your mundane imaginations. I like how somebody who takes high on marijuana, they have psychedelic experiences, right? What do we say if somebody is high? They say he's high, means he's experiencing something else. So this, just by going into this trance, that's nothing but trance. You'll get into a trance. That's what happens here again. Your wavelength from say 8 to 9, comes down, down, down. It comes to alpha, beta, theta level.
Any direction we need to bend towards?
Ideally, it's recommended north or east. And if you are in the southern hemisphere, then you need to do it on the south, not on the north, because you are in the southern hemisphere, no? So you should be opposite for you.
Okay. And about the other, whichever asanas we do, that should also be towards south in that case, or
Ideally, you can do it east. That's best.
okay.
Yeah. Because again, the magnetic north, the magnetic south is where your blood gets pushed towards. Because you are on the complete south of the world, so it's ideally to face towards that. If you are in northern hemisphere, we face towards north. Okay, so everybody understood this magical meditation. It's a very rare, very special meditation where it's taught to only those who are really, really, really deeply interested in getting into trance, getting down the mind's chatter, their wavelength, coming down to the level of theta. Okay, in the level of theta, you have no stoppage. There is no infinity is what is there for you. There's only abundance at that level.
Prabhuji, we need to keep our left hand over the right.
Yeah, left hand over the right hand over the right, does not matter. But the reason why we are keeping is so that you are aware of your nabi. You need to become aware of the nabi. Okay. So right now we are not aware at all. In any ways, you don't even think about nabi in all our life, right? So now that's the reason we're keeping our hand there. Okay, I'm aware of it. This is where I need to bring my focus. My focus should not be on my head, not even in my heart, not even anywhere, but on the nabi. Just bringing awareness, how the breath, Bhastrika again, how we're breathing in and out from the bellow breathing, like that.
This is the pranam which we do in the temple, ISKCON temple, like Mataji's which we do.
Yeah.
The same thing.
Same thing. When you do pranam, when you do namas, it's the same procedure. Yeah, this is the science behind it. Why? Because here you're getting into, this is like a gateway. You're opening up the portal to the universe, and your brain waves drastically comes down to the level of theta. Okay, it's very, very magical. Please practice this. And 3 people have raised their hands today. So I put this in your attendance every day. So I'll create a new group for this meditation. So starting today, all 3 should put your attendance there. Otherwise,
what's the background science like? How does it do its magic?
That will require for us another few more months to explain to you in detail about the science behind all this. So it's anyhow, eventually we'll talk about all of this, how it's happening, what's the working behind it. But the simple thing, you know about alpha, beta, theta waves, right? So the most trance and meditative stage is in the theta stage. So if some process is going to take you zoom fast into that stage, why not do it?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, and you see again the taste of the pudding is in I can explain so many ways, but when you perform it, when you take it a spoon and eat it, then you'll say, wow, so tasty. Then you will not want to come out of the trance. See, sages traditionally used to sit down in dhyan, years together, hours together, right? What were they doing? They're so lazy people, nothing they know to do. They're sitting down in meditation. But no, they're doing drastic changes. Just by their presence, everything around them is full of prosperity and abundance. The same thing happens. Just by you rising your vibrations high, everything around you also starts vibrating high. Most of the time we say, हम darshan के लिए जाएंगे. I know कोई महाराज जी आ गए, सन्यासी जी आ गए. We go for darshan, right? They don't have to speak also. Just in their presence, all your issues are gone. All the things are, everybody is feeling so nice and high. Why? Because they are in that stage of highly elevated level of vibrations. That's what each one of us have to rise our vibrations high. Then there will be peace and tranquility everywhere.
Can it be done at any time?
Sorry?
Can it be done at any time or any suggested time?
No problem. You can do it anytime, no issues. So right now, there are no rules and regulations, no restrictions. I slowly will add on those things. But see to that, as per your age, that much minutes, I want you to bring your awareness to your nabi. And it's very relaxing. It's not